Hey guys, what's going on? So we have three AR-15 magazines or USGI mags right here, and other than extreme finish wear and worn out mags to brand new ones, they are all pretty similar, or you could think that. We go ahead and here and see that we have one of the old black plastic followers on that one. And on this one we have the green improved anti-tilt follower, but it still managed to bind up and tip. So you would think that this one is going to be the same too, it's just brand new. But as we can see, we have one of the new improved USGI magazines. And this one is the tan anti-tilt follower. Basically, it's just a contract version of the Magpul improved anti-tilt follower. And just in case you're not familiar with the tan follower, there's no YouTube videos that I've seen so far with them, so hopefully this is going to be the first review over these new improved USGI mags. But if you're not familiar with the followers, like I said, we're going to take all these apart and just kind of go through an evolution of those followers. Alright, and here we have a lineup of those three followers. We have your black standard follower. Has a little lip on the back, pretty much just flat on front, so you get some binding issues with that. And then we move on to the green one. Still the same little extension there, but we have a lot more plastic up front, so whenever it won't tilt backwards in theory, but whenever you press forward on the mag it would bind up. And then we have our tan. You can see that there's a lot of plastic on the follower on the front and back. This is going to be the anti-tilt property on it. It won't rock back or forward. It stays flush inside the magazine. You could also see here that the spring is going to be located in the center of the follower as compared to the other two followers where the spring is located on the back. And there is the improved USGI mag spring in there. You see that the end, it stops in the middle, as to the normal USGI mags, the spring is on the back. So springs aren't going to be compatible with that follower. You'll have to have one of the improved or the newer USGI mag springs so you can use that. And other than that, I mean, it's a good follower, but you can see with the old green one, the little bullet in that follower is on the right side, as to where the tan follower, the little bullet mold, is on the left. So that could cause confusion with, people used to loading mags with the old green follower and having them now, because on your magazines the rounds will be on the left instead of being on the right, but that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so now I just have two of these improved USGI mags, and our first manufacturer is from Brownell's, and the second one is going to be a OK Industries magazine. I know other manufacturers like Center make the improved USGI mags too, but with my research on the forums and online, I've come to find out that Brownell's and OK Industries are going to be the best improved USGI mags that you can get. So as we can see with the dry film lube that's sprayed onto these magazines, the Brownell's is going to have a darker gray, whereas the OK Industries is going to have a lighter gray appearance to it. And other than the differences in the dry film lube, we'll go ahead and look at the followers now. With the Brownells, we're going to have a lighter tan follower, whereas the OK Industries is going to have a little darker tan color to it. The detail in the little bullet mold or the follower is going to be a little bit better in the OK Industry mags as compared to the Brownells. Theirs is just going to be a little smoother. Not a lot of detail into this little bullet that's in the follower. As you can tell on the front of the OK Industries magazine, there's just a little slot or a piece of plastic cut out onto the front of the follower, whereas with the Brownells, it's going to be completely flush. There's no lightning cuts or anything taken out of the follower itself. Other than that, they are similar in appearance and in function. With these new followers, they're going to have a chalky, smooth film to them. Nothing that you're used to if you use Magpul improved anti-tilt followers, since those are impregnated with Teflon. They're going to have a real slick feel to them. These do too, but like I said, they're just going to have a little dry feel to them. Like I said, chalky. Whenever I purchased these magazines too, they were in brand new condition, new in the wrapper. With your OK Industry magazines, they're going to be in this nice blue plastic wrap. Cage number, 30 round magazine, just the quantity of it, lot numbers. Whereas Brownells, I guess just keeping it cost effective, put it in a normal plastic bag, and they just slapped a sticker on there. You got your cage code and the improved 30 round magazine and the quantity on that. Generally, with the price on these improved magazines, you can find them as low as $7.95, which is an awesome deal, or as high as $20, depending on what site you go to. With the Brownells mags, they were going to be $13.99, and then with these OK magazines, I got an awesome deal at the time for $7.95. So I went ahead and bought a bunch of OK magazines until they ran out of stock. So I've got a nice little surplus on OK magazines and a couple of Brownells. I may get some more Brownells magazines when I do. My current project right now is just to get some beat up USGI mags like these two. You've got finish wear. This one's just completely bare, maybe just a little bit on the spine, but I'm just going to go ahead and refurbish those. I saw NSZ 85's YouTube video about refurbishing some old beat up USGI mags. So that's the route that I'm going to go, and put some Magpuls in there. So now when these mags are loaded with 30 rounds, there is a little wiggle or play in there. This is the OK magazine. Sometimes it'll wiggle more side to side. And then this is the Brownells. More side to side, but there's less play in here than there is with the OK Industries magazine. So I'm out here sighting in the new AR that I built, and first we're going to try the OK Industries magazine through it. While I was firing, I didn't get any malfunctions with the magazine itself. It fired smoothly, and after this we were going to move on to the Brownells. Then we begin with the Brownells magazine. Like I said, I'm continuing to zero in the rifle, so we tried out the Brownells with the second string, and as usual, there was no functions at all, or no malfunctions at all with the Brownells magazine. It performed flawlessly, and comparing the two, they're both going to be the same. One magazine is not going to have an advantage over the other. But other than that, these magazines were a great buy. Great price as well if you can find them.
And with the climate of things and the introduction to these improved USGI magazines, you're going to slowly see less of the green follower mags, or maybe the market for the springs for those magazines. So I decided to stock up on some improved mags just for the future. Anyways, that's the video. Plex out.